Welcome back to another episode of Save Our Black Men. I'm your host, Ike. You know, I'm the one to preach, not the one to punch. Save our black men. Well. Another week, another episode. This week podcast title is The Leadership Void. Where are our black men? Well, that's a good question. Our community is in chaos. You ever walk through the neighborhoods? Like I'm sitting in my truck now. I looked around the neighborhoods. You ever walk through your neighborhood and you wonder what happened? You see young boys walking up the street, no hope, no dreams, no leadership. So, you know, I see women outside sometimes with the little boys, but I never see men. And that's concerning to me. Because not just that physical presence of, discipline, leadership, being active, it's that experience he bring to the little boys on how to be men. I talked about this once, I do believe. A little boy will never be a man if he raised by a woman. A woman could not, God can't help her raise a little boy to be a man. Only another man can raise a little boy to be a man. In our community, my neighbor blowing at me, Charlie Skig, I got a mask on. On our community, we lacking that. See, for our community, they run to rappers, athletes, convicts, former convicts. We don't talk to fathers who just work every day and provide for the family, mentors, business owners. See, our young boys run the rappers, athletes. They look up to them. And the news media is pushing it. They won't look up to a soldier who's been in the military 20 years, who taking care of his family, or this good business man who taking care of his family. The truth is, we have no leadership. I ain't gonna say we have no. That sounds like I'm uneducated. The lack of leadership in many black communities are destroying them. Too many of our boys grow up confused, with chaos, no compass, no direction, and it's scary. It is scary right here. Oftentimes people ask me, well, what's one of the problems? We chase money or cash. We don't chase happiness or success. I mean, what you mean? Mass incarceration killed the black community. We know it were unfair policies. But my only question, why did the brothers have to break the law? A lot of them went to prison for selling drugs. That's the crack epidemic destroyed families. And we still understanding what it's doing now. So with the mass incarceration, which, if I'm correct, from 1982 to 2024 or whatever, black men incarceration rate increased 500%. Let me say that again. The incarceration rate increased 500%. Also, fatherless homes, broken homes. Over 70%, or close to 70%, of black homes are fatherless. That to itself is the major problem. Many boys and girls grow up without ever seeing a man lead their house, lead the family, leadership role. And what do that cause? Cause a lot of confusion in the house. You know, black women try. They try their best, some of them don't, but some of them try their best. But the way they do it is just sad, and it's destroying our young boys. Glorification of, how can I put it? We black, we proud. Being loud, trying to be flashy, and then guess what they always hit black people with? Violence. World star, everything about it violent. Shade room, everything about it confusion. So when y'all research and find out who run them platforms, you'll know what they're doing. And they're not black. You see, you got these young boys that put their hands up, wearing all the jewelry, but they buy all that stuff from an Asian or white man. You see, lack of leadership in the home. Broken homes. Let's be honest. A lot of our black men give up when they don't see a positive, good black man in a community. They run the gangs. They choose silence over responsibility, i.e., the lack of graduating high school dropouts. They do isolation, play video games, stay in their room, no man there to teach them. Young boys often like that are easy targets to join gangs. And once they join gangs, it's going to be hard to get them back. Young men don't have a father to teach them about the breakups in life, about love lost and love gained. Young girls look for validations, and it be with the wrong people, gang members. They don't have that daddy there to teach them, to love them, to show how a little man or a little boy should treat them. You know, communities, they get destroyed because of that. The lack of black males, leaders in the home. Communities that used to strive, used to be great, are now broken and having other people brag about being hood. You see, our community worry about building hood, building ghettos. The other communities, they building wealth, legacies, leadership, business owners. They doing everything that we used to do in the black community. See, leadership is not just a title. Where I'm from is actions. Y'all must understand. Black men, be a father to your child. Be a mentor to one of your kids' friends. Show up when the school board had a meeting or to the PTA, which I'm sure y'all don't go. Start a business if you want. If you do, hire people. Get that leadership development. Speak life into our boys that you are better than what they say. Reach beyond the stars. You know, you don't need a mic. You don't need to be a rapper. You don't need to do anything. Ask yourself, black men, ask yourself, what am I doing to lead my family or to lead my kids or just to lead my people? I know some people going to say, oh, the system. Yeah, we know the system is real. We know the system is corrupt. So let's not get them the ammunition. Our grandparents did not get them the ammunition. The only people getting them the ammunition right now is us. We're making excuses for a lot of stuff. And it's time for excuses to go away. Because as I always say, we are the most talented. We are the most gifted. We are the most resilient people on earth. And it's time for us to take it back. You see, as Save Our Black Men, it's time for us to stop blaming people and start building our own community. But, you know, my time is up. So I'm just let you know, black men, let's do better. Black women, let's do better. And if you listening, black women, you cannot raise a boy to be a man. Black men, step up, handle your responsibility, and raise these young boys. I like talking on this subject because our community is being destroyed. And it's being destroyed by young black boys that never was taught to be men. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm your host, Ike. You know, I'm the one that preach, not the one that punch. Let's take care of our boys. Let's make the black community great again. Save our black men.